So I was just talking to you about this C Turbo C concept. That was a program using switch statement. So this switch statement, so be careful when using this switch statement. It is actually very important to know how this switch statement works. First and foremost thing is you have to, any statement that you use it in C program, it can be anything. First thing you have to know is the syntax, the format, how you can make usage of that, the format actually, like in what way you can use it in your C program. You have to know about it first. Then you have to follow that syntax. After following that syntax, you can definitely get into that. According to that syntax, you can write your program. Okay, please follow the syntax properly so that it will be really helpful for you. Those who follow the proper syntax and the format, like how you have to make use of that particular format, you have to follow. If you are following that format, then you are a professional programmer. Okay, never use like however you want and take out some errors on the editor screen, and you, once you get errors, you will get messed up with many things and your mind gets blocked. So don't use that. Follow the procedure how it has to be. First thing, you have to include the header file always. Okay, and once you get this header file, you have to use it. In what way? Properly, you have to follow the syntax, otherwise it will be a messy type to you. Then you will think that, okay, it is not, I'm not getting this program, so I'm not getting the program output. So that shouldn't be there. So take it, in a proper manner. Okay. Okay, like that it should be there. So I will open this W, right? Okay, just keep analyzing this program once, dear ones. I will just see if you have any doubts, you can ask me right here. I will be there because this is one such statement you will get confused. Okay, please confirm if you have any doubts. I can give you. Yeah, guys, you have any doubts here? You can just give me any questions for me. Pulkit, Pulkit, you have any doubts? No? Good, very good. And yeah, tell me if you have any question, Pulkit. Any others who just wanted to clarify your doubts, you can quickly go up for 5 minutes. I'll be available and I will just clarify that. Okay, don't keep anything in your mind. Some doubts will actually stop you to learn the further concepts. Okay, so that's how it is. So let me open my Turbo C. So like this program. Okay. Now let me compile. This one I declared it. Maybe it is not saved. So let me give this as an okay. If n is n value, you have to ask for user from user. First enter any two number. I'm giving it here as n value first. Before that, I'm asking for two values here. So which is important to perform a addition and subtraction. Enter two values. Okay. Scanner. Yeah. So here C is assigned a value. You have to print C value here. See, every after cases, you have to print that particular operation what you have done, right? The values. So that one you have to include after this operations. Okay, just give printf C value is percentage D. Okay, then give C. Okay, like this. So all expression that you have used here, it has to be followed with. That means you are after operation you are printing it, right? That value you have to display it here using printf statement. Okay, that is clear. Printf not here. So print after the expression is executed. Don't print before that. Okay, here printf C value is percentage D C. Okay, again printf C value is percentage B. Okay, like this. Be careful when you are using it. Once after modifying, please save and then press Alt F9 for compiling. So this is not required. Okay. Okay. Success. Okay. Now enter any two values, 2 and 3. Enter any number. 2. So here again. So C value, it is giving some unsigned values repeatedly. So let us see, is it performing the right operation on the right case? Okay. So enter any, I'm going to enter two numbers. Okay. Now I'm asking for enter any, enter, press any case. 1, 2, 3 or 4, like this. Okay. Let's see how it works. Okay. So till now I entered something, so, and the file got merged up. So this one will happen. So be careful. So merging file with other file again, you have to keep on modifying it. So it is of coding time will increase and it will make your time wasted. So the program was correct. That it actually works better, and don't ever merge the other files and get confused with, okay, I got the wrong output. I cannot be a good programmer. So I'm not learning any C language like that. Don't lose your confidence in that level. Okay, it happens for all professional programmers also sometimes. They will also face the same same problem, sorry. So don't lose your confidence at any point of time. You can clarify doubts if you have it with that particular mentor. In C language, you can ask me any sort of questions. You are most welcome. And I don't, some time will be given it to you to sort out that. Don't hesitate and don't feel shy to ask any questions like that. But yes, you can follow the procedure like giving thumbs up and then throwing some questions there. Okay, like that. Okay, okay. So here you have to include all printf statements. Okay. I'm going a little bit slow because you have to know the concepts very well. Okay. Rushing up it will actually not make sense. But clarity giving is my aim. So be careful and don't feel shy to write questions for me in your chat box. Okay. Concept learning in detail is important for you. You have a good platform at DURGASOFT solution and you have a very good chance of learning more as you have many trainers altogether who can give you a lot of support here. So please clarify the doubts then and there only, and we will be happy to serve you. Okay, like this. Okay, success. Let's see how it works. So here, whatever the number that you enter, it has to take it as a character. So that should be there. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll just go up to my declaration part and see that character CH is being introduced here and it is saved also. Let's see how it works. You should know the flow of program properly. This statement is missing. That is why it is not taking that particular choice. Let's see. The program is correct. Sometimes let's 2 and 3. 2 and 3, it has to go to this particular case. That is 1. Okay. Then it has to give addition of two values. If I press 2, it has to give subtraction of two numbers. 3 should be given with the multiplication of two numbers. Finally, the division of two numbers has to be printed when I give that slash operator, which is used for division purpose, right? So see, somewhere of the flow of execution of a program, you will come to know as whenever you start to code for your own self. Okay, so don't just see the program and keep typing the same thing. You cannot be that way. The programmer has to be like, they have to write their own program. First, analyze the logic of the program in a given it as a sample programs. You can refer the sample programs. There you can see the how the sample programs work, the analogy of it. Try to analyze each and every step of your program. Then you will get the idea. Oh, this is how it works. That will be really very good for you. Follow the syntax every time, like how you have to introduce your compiler. This is your declaration statement, and the other one is printf statement, scanf statement, and many more statements that you have to introduce, and you have to convey that information to your C compiler. Okay, and whether the program is short or long or whatever it is, so you have to write it and analyze properly, logically how it works. Okay, uh, keep modifying in your editor. Keep seeing the output every time you compile. What will be the error? Every time you compile, what is the output, like that? So then that will give you a nice practice for you to get on to your be a step of a good programmer. That is very important. Don't lose confidence. Yes. Press any case in the sense it has to go. See, first thing what I'm doing is I'm entering two numbers. Okay, that values will be stored through scanf. Then I'm asking the user to press any choice. Either you wanted to press go up to your choice of pressing case 1 or 2, pressing key T, I mean key 2 or key number 3 or 4. Okay, in your keyboard. Okay, then once after press, I will go for pressing a key 1. Then it has to store it as a character, and that has to be passed over this switch statement. And that case character should not be equal to 0. I'm giving this condition, let us say. Okay, now I will save it. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, so after that, see, whatever values I'm sending it here, it has to store it in A and B. And that value has to be assigned to A and B. Okay, those values has to be together perform addition on those two variables, and it has to assign it to C. So that C value, the final output of C, is after performing the operation, it has to print it over printf statement. So that is the logic of my program. The logic is correct actually, but somewhere sometime. So let's see again how it works. So it is giving enter two numbers 3 and 5. Press. So if I give if 3 and 5 will be assigned to A and B here. Okay. Okay, so this is how the switch case will be working in your C program. Okay, so it is giving you, na? Can you see the output here? Output is there only. Okay, see Alt F9, Control F9. Okay, give the number or Control F9. See the older program, it is merging again. Okay, 5 and 4 and 5 I have given. Okay, let us go. See some errors, it keeps on popping. Okay, in between of the programs. All this is because of internet flaws. Okay, let me open my file which I have saved it as sw.c. This is my program. I have saved and I have compiled it also, and we'll see the output here. It is very nice output I have got. So press again enter key, okay, and press N, no, then Alt F5 key to see the output. Can you see the output here? 3, 5 is what? 8. It is giving C is 8, C value is -2, and it has to give only, perform only one case here. So it is getting confused here. So let me sort it. Patiently you have to sort it out. It takes long time. Okay, you cannot just give it over on that or give up your program. So one case, it has to go to case 1 and perform this addition. And see here, one important thing in switch is you have to make use of this break statement. All cases has to be has to be put on break. That means break is a statement which says this particular case is over. Okay, that's the break for that particular case using break statement. So if it is not there, all this type of error comes. Okay, so have some patience and kindly make it a point you use it. What you have to use it, you have to use it properly according to the syntax. So syntax of switch statement is you have every case has to be followed with a break statement. Okay guys, okay, like this. That's why I said you do not forget to use this, follow the syntax of all statement that you use it in C program. Now you can see. Can you see? 3 and 5. I have pressed case 1, so it is giving C value is 8. Understood? This is the logic of the program, and this is how the switch statement works. This is the illustration for how switch statement works. Okay, guys. Next, I was talking about after switch we have looping statement in C language. What is this looping statement? Okay, how this loop works, what actually. So first and foremost thing, basically we will learn what is looping statement and how it is being introduced and what are the different types of looping statement that we use it in C language. And for each thing you have to know the syntax and follow the syntax. Okay, and example programs for that, like sample programs for each looping statement, like that. So we will take up the clarity on what is looping statement now. What are looping statement? The statement used in C programming to make repetition, to keep or to make a looping of the statements, to perform operations. We call it as looping statement. Okay, like for example, see, we have different types of looping statement. The types of looping statements are first thing is for loop. For loop. Second one is while loop. Third one is do while loop. Okay. So these are all the different types of looping statement that has been introduced to our C compiler to start up, make use of it in our C programming. So first thing, let us talk about what actually this for loop is. So for loop in the sense, for is a keyword. What is for? For is a keyword in C language. Okay, guys. And what is this? The syntax for that. The syntax or the format to use for loop is as follows. Okay. First comes is the for keyword, and within this, after typing for keyword, you have to open this bracket. Within this bracket, you have something called initialization. Initialization, semicolon, okay, condition checking, semicolon, semicolon, and increment or decrement. This is the syntax. Okay. Has to be followed very in a proper manner. For example, how the for I is equal to 1, I, any condition you can give, I plus plus. So how this while loop works? So what is this while loop? While is a keyword actually. While is a keyword in C. Okay, this is also a type of looping statement. So here in while looping statement, the condition is checked at the beginning of the program. And the statements are executed after it. Okay, so how the syntax? What is the syntax that you have to follow? First is a while condition, okay, and statement 1 like this, statement 2 like this, statement 3 like this. So finally is the closing of while loop with this bracket. So for example, how do you make use of this while loop? First is the while condition, everything in small letter, guys. While I is less than 10. Some condition like this in a program. And I, so printf, enter any number like this. Scanf, store that number. Okay, store that number. Okay, after that, I'm giving increment value. I plus plus or I minus minus. I plus plus or I minus has to be used. Okay, and close of this while statement. So here, can you see this while statement is what? It is a looping statement. It is actually helping the user or programmer to perform the condition checking at the beginning of the program itself. So followed by the set of statements, execution, and this increment or decrement. So what is this increment or decrement? Increment is to see I plus means I plus plus means what? It is similar to I equal to I plus 1. I plus 1. So what is this I? I can be any value initialized with a value 1. So this has to be there within this while loop. Okay. So like that, like this format only, you have to write your while looping programs. So how do while works? So we'll see the difference between while and do while. Before that, let us learn about the syntax of this while, do while, then we can talk about the difference. Okay. First comes do. First thing is it will perform and execute all statements like statement 1, statement 2, like that. And after that only, the condition will be checked at the end of the program. Okay. So that is the difference between while and do while. First is it will do the execution of this statement. Then at the end, it will perform and it will check the condition is true or false. Then comes the increment or decrement. So that's how the program works. Okay. So difference between while and do while is difference between while and do while is in while condition is checked at the beginning itself and then the statement will be executed. But here in do while what happens is the condition is what is checked at the last after executing the statements Okay, after executing the statements. This is the difference between while and do while. So this example programs, it is similar. See, whatever we write it for loop, you can convert it to while and do while following the syntax. It is very easy. So for loop, these are all the types of looping statement you have it. For loop, while loop, and do while loop. Okay, and the syntax is follows. So I have told you the syntax is for is this one, and for the while loop is this one. Okay, and do while loop is this one. Okay, follow the syntax properly and you can write your simple C program. Okay, that one you can do it. So that is all about your looping statements and control structures. Okay, and branching statement also. Branching statement in the sense just now we spoke about is switch statement. So that is branching statement. So it will goes on with the condition checking, and if it is true it will perform the statements and it will start to run the statements. So that is branching statements. If at all if you have any doubts you can come up with questions. And for today, that's all for today. Tomorrow I'll get in touch with you again. Thanks for joining the session. So tomorrow by 11:15 onwards, the class will be there. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for joining the session. Okay, I will come up with new concepts. We'll have a clarity on that tomorrow. Any questions also you can prepare and throw some questions for tomorrow in the chat box. I will clarify. Thank you guys. Happy day ahead, and I wish you all success also. Keep learning, keep exploring. Bye bye.